Hi, the world woke up to shocking news today. January 3, 2026. The United States has carried out direct military strikes inside Venezuela. This isn't about sanctions. This isn't diplomacy. This is a direct use of force, something we haven't seen in Latin America for many years. In this video, I'll break down what happened today, why the US took this dramatic step, what Venezuela is saying, and what this could all mean for the world. So, what happened today? Early this morning, loud explosions were reported in Caracas and nearby regions, followed by widespread power outages. Shortly after, the US government confirmed it had conducted military action inside Venezuela. The US leadership claims the operation was targeted and limited. According to their statements, the strikes aimed at key security and command locations linked to President Nicolas Maduro's government. Most controversially, US officials have claimed that President Maduro himself was captured and removed from the country. This is a claim that is still not independently verified and is being strongly denied by Venezuelan authorities. In response, Venezuela has declared a state of emergency, calling the attack a serious violation of its national sovereignty. To really understand today's strike, we have to look back. For over a decade, relations between the US and Venezuela have been incredibly hostile. The US has consistently accused the Maduro government of several things: rigging elections, committing human rights abuses, widespread corruption, and drug trafficking. Essentially, they argue Venezuela has become a one-party authoritarian state. On the other side, Venezuela accuses the US of waging economic warfare through crippling sanctions, repeatedly attempting regime change, supporting coups, and trying to exploit Venezuela's vast oil resources. These sanctions severely damaged Venezuela's economy, but Maduro managed to remain in power. Backed by the military and his international allies like Russia, China, Iran, and Cuba. Over time, the pressure kept increasing, and all attempts at diplomacy failed. Today's strike marks a dangerous escalation, moving from economic pressure to direct military force. So, why does the US say it acted now? According to statements from US officials, the strike was justified on three main grounds. First, national security, with allegations that Venezuela had become a hub for drug trafficking and hostile foreign influence. Second, law enforcement, pointing to US indictments against senior Venezuelan leaders. And third, regional stability, with claims that Venezuela was actively destabilizing its neighboring countries. Critics are already arguing that this justification sounds very similar to past US interventions, where force replaced diplomacy, often with disastrous long-term consequences. Supporters, however, argue that the US had simply run out of other options. The global reaction has been swift and deeply divided. Venezuela and its allies have condemned the strike as an act of illegal aggression. Russia and Iran have already warned of serious consequences. Several Latin American nations have called for emergency meetings at the United Nations to address the crisis. Many others are remaining silent for now, watching very carefully to see what happens next. The oil markets are already reacting to the uncertainty, and fears are rising about potential regional instability, new refugee crises, and the possibility of retaliation. This isn't just a story about Venezuela. This event challenges the very foundations of international law, the principle of national sovereignty, and the existing balance of power in the Americas. If major powers start normalizing the capture of foreign leaders by force, the world becomes a far more unstable and dangerous place for everyone. Right now, the facts are still emerging. Propaganda is running high on all sides, and emotions are intense. What is clear is this: January 3, 2026, may very well mark a major turning point in global geopolitics. Stay informed and thank you for watching. I'll be following this closely, so make sure to subscribe for updates.